What's up, y'all? It's Chase and J Miles. Today I was at lunch with a new team member of mine who I brought on, and they asked me this question. We were just sitting around talking about income, and they were asking, was the number that they wanted to make this year reasonable, and was it actually attainable? And this is actually a question that I get from a lot of real estate agents or people thinking about getting into real estate. So that's why I just wanted to record one of these off the cuff videos to really just talk about what number is realistic for a new agent to earn in their first year of real estate. So he's a new agent, but he does come from a sales background, and so he's familiar with how to sell, but not necessarily working in real estate. So this is going to be kind of an advantage to him. But we were just kind of talking about goals, and he was talking about the bills that he needs to pay and what he needs to make, and so really getting down into what's realistic, what's just like way far out there. Because I know how real estate looks, and a lot of people look at real estate and say, I'm gonna get into real estate because I want to make $300,000, $400,000. Not saying that that's not possible, but is it truly realistic? So that's what we're gonna talk about in this video. I'm not gonna make this video long, and thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. If you're new to my channel, go ahead and click the subscribe button if you're interested in all things real estate, because I talk about everything as it relates to real estate, tips, tools, tricks, how to grow your businesses, all that kind of stuff. But let's go ahead and get into what's realistic for a new real estate agent to make in real estate. Now, before I go too deep into the actual numbers, I want to bring a few things out into the forefront just so that you can wrap your head around it. First of all, this is a brand new career for you. So unless you were a real estate agent before, you're stepping into something new procedures, new practices, new policies. The way transactions work, contracts, all that kind of stuff is new. So it's going to be a learning curve for you. You're going to have to learn the ropes of the business. This can take away from you actually making money because you're spending a lot of time trying to learn things and trying to just get the hang of things. So that's time that, you're not necessarily making money. So that's the first thing. The second thing to note is you only get paid when you sell. So if you're not selling, you're not making money. This is something that a lot of people can't really wrap their head around because you're not on a salary, you're not on an hourly, you literally only get paid when you sell. So you can take a phone call today and someone say that they're 6 months out, and if you end up working with them, you're not getting paid for 6 months on that lead that you got. So that's important to know. The next thing that's important to note is really the numbers, the average numbers around the country that agents make. So on average, they say that most real estate agents make around $43,000, with the majority of them making less than $22,000. And there's only 10% of agents who make more than $100,000 or more than $110,000. So those are national averages. So with that being said, place yourself in that and just know that, hey, these are the national averages. I'm not saying that you're gonna make less than $50,000. I'm not saying that you're gonna make more than $100,000. I just want you to know nationally what it's looking like for a lot of people. Now, here's where the realistic part comes in and whether you can do it or not. That comes in to, for one, how hard you're willing to work. Now, you can get into business and you can really get out there and grind and hustle hard and get clients in. You can get them in weeks after getting your license. It doesn't have to take a long time. But like I said earlier, you only get paid when that person actually closes. Let's just say for that first year, because you are getting your feet wet, you are learning the ropes, you're doing all those things. For that first year, you only make $30,000. I mean, that's a pretty realistic number. I'm not saying, again, that's the number that you're gonna make, but it's a realistic number. You can expect, if you continue to do the same things that you are doing and you're growing a database of past clients and you're following up with people, you can expect around 30% year over year growth. Now, what's gonna set you apart from what's realistic and what you actually hit is not the numbers that I tell you, but your true efforts that you put in. You can literally come into business and make $100K your first year. It's not unheard of. It happens all the time, but you're gonna have to do the work around the $100K. I mean, that's $100,000. And so to make $100,000, it's gonna take some efforts, it's gonna take some work, and it's gonna take some time. So just because you don't hit that your first year does not mean that you won't hit that. You're building a business, and so you have to grow with the business and you have to do things around it. But if we're just talking kind of numbers and what you can expect to make, if I had to give you a number, which I really want to do in this video, but it's so different for everybody. I mean, you can be on the low end making 20,000, you can be on the high end making 100,000. It really comes down to what you put into the business. But again, I'm gonna give you a number right now. Expect with just, I don't want to say minimal effort, but just with average effort, expect to make around 30K your first year. That can be a lot more. Again, I'm not going to continue repeating myself. It doesn't have to be that small, but expect to make maybe around that amount. So I hope this video helps. I hope this has been able to clear up some of your stuff and, you know, help you make a really informed decision whether you want to get in this business or not. I love to keep this conversation going, so go ahead and leave me a comment down below. And if you did find this video helpful, give me a thumbs up. As always, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, go ahead and click the subscribe button, because I would love to have you a part of my YouTube community here. So until next time, I'm Chasen J Miles, and I will talk to you soon.